Hey, hi y'all. I'm live. It is rainy. It is cold in Houston. So I got on my sweater, my little argyle pattern. So cute. So we're going to be talking about women who settle. You have free will to settle. Like a lot of ladies come to my channel and they're either upset or they're too excited to um, you know get to the next level or don't want to get to the next level. You have free will. My way may not work for you at your current mm, place in life. Hey, thank you, girl. Hey. So y- your desire may not match your goals, is what I'm saying. So if you desire to be taken care of or to not have to work anymore, but your willpower and your ability to, you know, look a certain way, dress a certain way, take upon certain habits to get you there may not match. Okay. So this is where a lot of women tend to fall in this category. They don't have the willpower to do what it takes to get what they want. So they settle or they feel like they don't want to stay in the situation they're in anymore, even though they haven't done the work to get out. Okay. So I have a lot of people coming to my inbox asking me questions when they're not or have not done any of the work in order to even be able to get out of their own situation. So if you're stuck, it's because you haven't done the work. You haven't looked at yourself in the mirror. You haven't put yourself first. You haven't started to take care of yourself better. And you now want a better lifestyle, but you haven't taken the steps in order to get it. Um, so if you know you're not going to do it, don't waste people's time. If you already know you're never going to get to a place in your life or you'll level up to get the type of lifestyle you want, don't waste people's time because time is valuable and you can't get it back. Okay. So if you're stuck and you don't care, but you watch a video every once in a while and it gets you excited, but then a day later you're back doing the same stuff, don't waste people's time. Just stay there and observe and watch other people live the life you desire. Why? Because you don't have the willpower. And if you don't have the willpower, you will never get there. Okay. So I don't like wasting my time talking with people that do not have the true desire or willpower to really truly level up. You know what I'm saying? If that's you, don't waste people's time. Talk to somebody else about it. You know. Um, and that's why, a lot of the ladies need to really think about what they want in life before they try to pretend like it's possible, because it's not possible unless you have that drive and you're able to accomplish certain goals within yourself. Okay, which is how you look, how you dress, what you look like, your health, um, your speech, how you carry yourself, your femininity. All of those things have to be worked on. And if you're not willing to do it, then you're probably most likely going to settle and end up in a life you don't desire. And then for those ladies who were living the perfect life, or so they thought before they came upon, these videos, and now you feel like you're not living the perfect life. Well, you are living your perfect life unless you're willing to outgrow that life or rise above it. You understand? If you're not able to rise above the place that you're in mentally, physically, and any type of way, spiritually, you need to stay there until you are. Don't drop or leave your baby daddy or your husband because he's not a millionaire or makes six figures, but you can't do any better. Looking the way you look, acting the way you act, talking the way you talk. You're not supposed to do those type of things. You're supposed to level up on yourself and then decide where you need to go. Right. Someone said stay there. Right. because it's not like this person that you married already agreed to go 50-50 with you. Now all of a sudden a week later you see videos and now you don't want to go 50-50 anymore, yet you've already told him, and that's what he married because he thought, you guys were going to go 50-50. You can't change it up. I'm trying to tell you guys. You have to change yourself enough to where he will volunteer to pay all the bills because he doesn't want to lose you. That's how you get a man to pay 50-50. I mean, to pay 100%. Or you got to totally leave the entire situation after you have leveled up and can actually get someone to pay everything for you. So don't try to leave looking like you came in, because that's not how it works. Okay, there are lots of women who think they can pull this off, but they don't have the tools, the keys, the look, or anything. And it's great that you have the confidence because that's really what's needed. But the other stuff has to come into play as well. So, and remember, you're not attracting the same type of men that you were attracting before. So their standards are a lot higher than your baby daddy standards or the men that you can attract in 2 seconds in the club standards. Their standards are very high. They're not the same. Okay. So you have to keep that in mind. Don't think that you're going to do well because you attract all the dusties. The dusties are attracted to anything. Dust attracts to anything. Okay. That's why people keep dusting, because it keeps attracting to everything. Dust will attract to everything, even in science. Okay. So you don't want to, dust will attract to everything. So don't even think that that's even a compliment. Okay. It's not even a compliment. It's just what happens in nature. Now, if you want to attract someone of higher standard who's well balanced, you're going to have to also be well balanced as well. You're going to have to also have your looks together, have your life together. You can't be hanging on from 1 month till an eviction notice all the time. Okay. That's just, people see that as low class and irresponsible. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of money or not, but you can't be irresponsible. Okay. So a lot of men talk about, well, why would we date a woman who's broke and they don't want a broke man? Most women that I know aren't broke, so I can't relate. My thing is, if you're even attempting to level up or, find a man of means or financial stability, then you can't be irresponsible because that doesn't go together. Hey. Right. And I'm not saying this because I'm taking up for the man. A broke woman, if she got money, wouldn't know what to do with it. Okay. If a broke woman gets money from a man, she ain't gonna do nothing with it but waste it. And a man of means sees this going down the garbage when he gives it to certain type of women. Ooh, you bought some purple weave. Great. Ooh, you got, whatever you bought. So when a man gives you money and he sees what you're doing with it, that determines whether he's going to keep you around or not. And I'm going to tell you. And even if you, like I always tell you guys, start your own business, that in itself is a good thing. You don't have to make as much money as him. You don't even have to hardly make any money. But if you're investing in yourself and you're not buying purple weaves and purses that are going to be out of style next year, I'm pretty sure he's going to see you as someone he can deal with. Okay. Even if it's towards going to school, say you're very young and you still want to go to school, even if it's towards classes, he would appreciate that a little bit more. A lot of you ladies are talking about, well, how do I get money on the first date? How do I get money on the second date? Become a prostitute. That's how. Okay. So Please don't ask me that question again, because that's what I'm going to tell you from now on. That's how prostitution. Okay. Now, if you get money on the first date, that's fine. Do it however you want to do it, but don't ask me how to do it. Okay. Uh, do however you want to do it, but don't ask me. And I think it's time for y'all to be more responsible with your own lives. People don't want to get with a hot mess. I mean, I understand the fake damsel in distress stuff, that are real issues that people have, responsible people have. Like, first of all, in order to lie and say you need new tires, you need a car first with tires that cost more than $25. Okay. So get that together in order to, right? And, for the broke women, you don't need to be chasing no man anyway. Just like I tell the broke man, you need to be chasing some stability. And half of y'all broke women won't even put child support on your baby daddy for some strange reason. I don't know. But that needs to be done first and foremost, quickly and in a hurry. Why? Because you're sitting there wishing he's going to come back if you don't file child support, but he ain't ever coming back because he never wanted to be there in the first place. Okay? So y'all need to figure that out. I'm trying to tell him. Okay, put the dude on child support. He's sitting up there living with another woman, having other babies, and you sitting there, I don't want to follow him. Okay, if it was reverse, he would have been filed on you, and you already know it. So don't stop giving these dussies the benefit of the doubt, and do the right thing for yourself. Okay, because no one else will. You all you got, literally. And once you start realizing that, you might attract better quality of man. Yeah, that's right. Glow Beauty Wellness. I have your oil on right now. I just put it on. It smells so good. That's what I use on my skin. Yep, that's right. It only make your life better. So, Shira, how to get your ex back when he was your provider? Level up. Okay, he left for another person, most likely, because you were probably not what he really truly wanted. Or you pushed him away and was too masculine. I don't know which one it is because I don't know your situation. So I can't really. What is the right age to leave your mama house as a woman? Well, it all depends. I mean, are you saving money while living there? Because if you're saving money and you're actually living there to save money, that's a different story than just living there because you can't afford to live somewhere else. Or you're just living there so that you can pretend like you're living well and spending your money on things that you can't really afford because you're still living at your mom's house. So if you are saving your money and you can leave anytime you choose, then I don't know, whatever age you reach your goal and get your money right and to move out, great. But if you're not saving money, you're wasting your time. Okay. Right. And you trolling me at work? Okay, Marcus. Thank you for trolling me. I appreciate it. Now, most women will try to find a man of means while they're living at their mother's house if they're not saving, in order to compensate for the not saving so that they can move out faster. If this is not you and you're just dating and still living there, then still you have a problem. Okay. You need to have goals. Most men, especially if you're over a certain age, don't respect a woman still living with their mama. Okay. I live with my mom, but I was, when I met James, but I was only 22. I mean, that's still kind of like, okay, you can get away with that. But after 22, 23, it's over. You can't. Okay? Right. Mhm. But, if you enjoy living with your mother and that's something that you choose and you don't ever want to live with a man, then great, because you don't have to. I'm just saying for those of y'all who are asking. Um mhm. What if you have a busy life, school, work, etc., and you have no time to meet men? Then you wait till you're done. Or, you're probably young, you know, you're probably young. I finished school early, so I had my time. So I just dated older men, so I always had time because I was always around older men when I worked. Mhm. Um, right. If you're 39 living with your mom and you're not moving out for someone who's not a millionaire, okay. Well, then I guess that's where you're gonna be, because I feel like at that age, um, unless you're actively dating and leveled up to the top of the list, then that's very possible. But if not, then yes, stay there because it's a good spot. You'll probably inherit it. If it's a house. Hmm. Hmm. How can you stop attracting dusties? You have leveled up to a 10, rich men stare, but dusties approach. Get out of the If you're even around where dusties can approach you, you're in the wrong environment. That's what I tell you guys. Get away from anywhere dusties can enter. Mhm. All right. Get out of dusty town. Exactly. Hmm. I couldn't live with my mom. I'm sorry. I couldn't live with my mother. I'm a grown woman. I like to do what I need to do without anybody interfering in my life or telling me what to do. Ask, I don't need a mother after the age of 18 that's trying to tell me what to do. I need to be free to make sure I can make my own decisions, to come into the house whatever time I choose to bring whoever I want, in my house, to cook, to leave dishes. I need to be able to do all of those things at free will. I cannot live with somebody else. Okay. There. That's just me though. Because I get a lot of ladies asking me, well, what if your family isn't on board? Because this then move out. Okay. Don't ask, get them to, agree with it, because you're not supposed to agree. You're different people. That's why you need your own space. Okay. So that's another reason, a lot of men don't want to have to go through somebody's whole entire family just to date you and take you out and take you on trips and stuff. You know what I mean? That's a lot of work. How do I stay looking beautiful and young? I don't know. Right. I, I live stress free. Probably that's probably the main thing. I live stress free. The most stress that I get in a day is through these questions. Oh, I don't take Botox. I'm allergic to hair dye, so there ain't no way I can take Botox. Mhm. It's right, genetics. What is level up to the top? To be irresistible to any man. That's leveling up to the top. I have great genes. I'm a vampire. Thank you, Marcus. Uh-huh. What to do when you're not attracted to your older dude? Drink 3 shots of tequila. Here's my thing. If he's doing all the things that you require, are you attracted to working back at Taco Bell or are you attracted to him? Because I'm choosing him. I don't care how ugly he is. I think sometimes, I think gremlins are cute. I think the aliens are cute. I think monsters are cute. Okay. They cute to me. At least they know what they're working with and where they stand. So I rather think something that's conventionally unattractive is attractive before I get sit myself behind a drive through in Taco Bell. Okay. I promise you. So that's just me though. I don't want to work. So anything that not doesn't allow me to work is very attractive to me. Very attractive. So mine is ugly and short, but he gives me money. Uh-huh. Do you still have a housewives group? Y'all, the housewife group, and I keep telling you guys this, are if you're not married and you're not just, you know, the housewife group is not it's not very active. I'm gonna be doing more in there, but the best group for most women is gonna be Level Up. And I'm gonna tell you why. The best group for women are gonna be Level Up because it keeps you in the game. It keeps you looking your best. It keeps you with improvements and tips and with like-minded women. If you're just a housewife, that group is more for sharing tips on how to do this from your husband. This, and that. Oh, this is what I wear. This is what my husband bought me. It's not about how to actually get the man. Okay, that's Level Up. All right, and please don't put the prices because they will change. Okay, don't put my prices in here because that's for me to give this people. Thank you. Because they do change. Right. Level Up is saturated now, meaning hundreds of people. Uh-huh. And and that's good because there's hundreds of people to learn from who are doing the thing that that person is trying to do. Well, at least not hundreds, but at least, a majority of them are. A lot of people want in because they want to get this information. Yes. And please don't put like if you are not able to function in there, it's because you're not coming with your A game. And I tell people before you even enter, are you ready to do full time wigs, makeup, heels, dresses? If you're not ready, this group is not for you. Okay. So if you inbox me and you didn't make the cut, come back, try again later after you've leveled up a little bit more. Okay. Because if I didn't email you back, it's because it wasn't Level Up ain't for you yet. I'm gonna say yet. Okay. Or yeah. The Level Up group has led me to new baller boo. Oh, good for you, Serene. So the whole point is if you're not ready, don't come in there. You got to be straight up ready. And that means, yes, you need some cash, you need some money, you need to be able to pay to get in, you need to be able to pay to buy makeup, wigs, clothes, and all that stuff. You need to have some on tap money because it takes money to level up. Okay. You can't level up for free. If you don't have the tools, how can you get in the game? How can you win? So yeah, we are flying up to see the caves. Home opener. The Cavs home opener game was our first date. Oh, cool. Um, so women prefer men with money. Noted. Duh. Of course. Hmm. Girls who didn't make the cut crying on you. What? I just said yet. That means go back and try again. Sure, do you think I can find your sugar daddy wealthy man on Instagram? Yeah, with all the other millions of women to choose from. I really wouldn't. I don't. Y'all know what I think about Instagram. Not a good place to find a man. Okay. Hmm. Look. Okay. Here's another thing. I'm not accepting everybody anymore because the ratchets have really, and I made a whole video about that. I'm not accepting anybody anymore. I'm accepting only certain types of people who are serious about their level up. And that means you've already partially leveled up or you're already able to, you know, not have to struggle with any type of level up. It's the people that really just come to level up. Okay. I still have the pre-level up group, and that's where you can take your time. But if you don't have the willpower, if you coming at me in the comments talking about it's so hard to do ABC, then it's not for you. Okay. Because it ain't hard if you really want something. When you really want something, it's not hard. Okay. So, right. How to climb the social ladder. Hang out in the social places, hang out in the rich areas of town, go to fundraisers, get in those society papers. And most of the time, they're taking pictures at fundraisers. So you're going to need cocktail dresses, a really leveled up look. You're going to need invites or money to actually pay to get into the fundraiser or the tickets to the fundraiser. So you're going to have to actually put yourself in that environment. I really don't care about social climbing. I just want, my bank account to climb. That's about it. Uh, I tried the social climbing thing and I just didn't like the people. Too different and too. I don't want to use the word fake, but too one mind, too close minded. How about that? Okay, yeah, close minded. Um, do you have a level up group? Look, I sure do. Your mom's 37 and teaching you how to level up. That's great. Okay. So if you're if you are nowhere near any type of level up, then work on that by yourself first. Okay. Work on it by yourself until you're ready to take the next steps, and then maybe the groups could be for you. But you can't come in from square one, uh, looking like Bonetta. And like I said, I'm going to ask for photos, recent photos. And if you don't qualify, don't get mad. It means just keep going, keep trying harder. Try send me something next week or the week after if you did something different, because I can't let everybody in anymore. Hmm. Why do you suggest wigs over extensions? Is there a reason? Um, Whatever you use, as long as it looks good. Because okay, some people need wigs because if they get extensions, their hairline might be way back here, and even though their hair is long, their forehead come up to here. So sometimes you need a wig. Okay, if your hairline is still down here somewhat, then extensions are fine. But if not, if you're working with this wig, okay. So somebody said no. I'm just being honest because we don't have time to waste. You know, I've seen people that said, okay, well, I wear hair extensions or I straighten my natural hair or this and that. But if you don't have the hairline, then what's the use? So I know, but it's still. I mean, we're trying to be realistic. We got to be realistic. Okay, we don't have time to sit and lie to people all day. We need to be realistic. Okay. Um. Mhm. Somebody said, "Y'all want a ball or look fly." Exactly. That's it. So, and sometimes, okay, here's another thing. Sometimes, if you look overly done, if you too much, you know, it's also a turn off. So I know a lot of ladies who say, "Oh, I know how to do makeup and hair and all that kind of stuff. I don't need that group. I need to go straight to this other group." But if it's all off and it's all the wrong colors and it's all the wrong styles and it's only attracting dusties, then you need to start over from square one. It's good that y'all have the technique down already, but now y'all need to figure out, how to choose your colors, how to choose your styles, how to do all of that. Because once you already know the technique, it's easy after that. Hmm. All right. I always prefer the classic looks. Good. Right. Since you've leveled up with Shira, you've gotten better friends who treat you every week. You're making almost 2,000 a month just by being treated. Well, that's good. Hmm. So this is not there's not many rich men in San Antonio. What should I do? Um, there's rich people everywhere, or upper middle class. If they can take care of you and give you what you need, that's all you really need. So remember, here's my thing: if you're leveled up enough, you won't have to look for the rich man. If you're in the rich side of town, they'll find you. Okay, so if they're not making themselves available to you or not approaching you, um, maybe try a different town or a different location wherever you're freestyling. Look somewhere else because they should be everywhere. Hmm. How to make sure he knows you can have better than him? Look like you can. Men go by looks. Okay. If you leave him and go walk somewhere where a bunch of rich men are standing around, he knows one will approach by how you look. That's what I'm saying. Level up, and you won't have to ask these questions. If you look like you can attract him, and if he's rich, you can attract another rich man and another one. Okay. If you walk into the Bentley dealership or into the service area where people are waiting to have their Benzes serviced or, whatever, all those people in there, they probably have money and they're probably going to look at you. Okay. And if they're single, they might even talk to you and get to know you. So if you look the part, there is no question that you can do better. But if you don't look or act or they think you can fit into that world, they're not going to worry about you because they already know how men think. Okay. So if you're poised, if you're leveled up, if you look the part, if you act the part, speak the part, if you're feminine, yes, they should already know that there are other men of means that want you. Okay. Men are very visual. Right. I don't care what you think. She looks like she got game and gets the bag. I love Shira and I'm upset that Michaels is in the picture. Michaels. I don't shop. Like I said, I don't deal with little kids and immature females. I don't deal with y'all. Michaela is my friend. If you don't like her, I'm sorry. Y'all if you don't like her, don't watch her. That's my thing. And I don't deal with little comments like that. They're immature, and that's one of the reasons that I like Mickey because she's not immature like you guys or petty. So, you know, that's the whole point. It's like, why would I deal with anyone else, or trust anyone else in what I'm doing if you're doing this to her? You see? So that's why I don't really care because I already understand how people are. Um, and the whole point is, I like This little tattletelling stuff, I'm not her mama. Never have been, never will. She did not come out my body. I'm not her mother. Okay? If y'all want to go tattletale to somebody, go tattletale to somebody who cares, because I don't. Never have. Okay? I'm not her mother, and I don't do immature gossip for messy women. Don't do it, never have. Okay? That's why me and her are friends. Because we don't do it. We don't do messy gossip. If you don't like something, don't deal with it. That's just that quick and easy. There. You don't like a restaurant, never return. You don't like somebody, block them. That easy. And usually it's a reflection of yourself. When you don't like someone, it's something about yourself that you really don't like. You know, when people are honest with each other, a lot of people take offense to that because they don't want to deal with that issue yet, or they weren't prepared to deal with that issue yet. And the reason why they're not prepared to deal with that issue yet is because the title of this video, you have free will. If you're not ready to put in the work, if you're not ready to listen, if you ain't ready to level up, then you need to wait until you are. Wait until you're not emotional. Wait until you're not bothered by every little thing. Because if you react like this to women, then there is no way you're going to be able to deal with a wealthy man. No way. If you can't stand something that a woman who's trying to help you has said or done, there's no way you're going to be able to deal with no man with some money at all. Okay. So y'all have to learn that as well. And if you don't understand that, it's probably why you are where you are. And until you're ready to understand that, we can't really help you. So I can't see the comments. Oh, you already blocked it. Well, that's good. If there's people that I don't like that I've blocked, I never have to see what they've written ever again. So that's how you do that in a mature, non-emotional way. Okay. Y'all, I'm old. I don't deal with little kid stuff anymore. I mean, my kids even know better than to tattletale on each other. So I can't. Okay. So thank you. Now that that's solved, don't come to me writing me about somebody else. That's not my child. And even if it was, I'm stand up for my child. Okay. Even if she was my child, which she's not, I'm still standing up for my child. So what? Crest Matt, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't do the mess. Okay. And that's one thing, you're stronger together than you are separate. Don't separate people that's strong together. That's one thing that leads to poverty. Don't do it. Okay. We should all be focused on getting this knowledge. Yes. Sheila, why do men miscall you and say sorry? Doll clicked by accident. Oh, because they was trying to call somebody else. Duh. Or they was trying to get you to remember them if you haven't called back. Because, the accident game, I teach that. The accidental call or the accidental text. Well, thank you. I'm just saying I don't deal with, I know you say I look young, but I'm not young, so I don't play young games. Okay. What do you think people get mad when someone speaks their mind? Because they don't want to hear it. I don't know. They're not ready to hear it. How about that? Or they misunderstand things because they think with emotion. That's part of leveling up. You have to let that emotional stuff go. If you're a highly emotional person and take everything personally, that's part of what you need to work on before you can level up, because that's the main thing that gets you no callbacks, no long-term relationships, and people leaving you for other people because of you not being in control of those emotions. Okay. So you got to get a hold of that very, very um, quick. And once you get a hold of those emotions and you can control them, then you'll see where you messed up in the past. You'll see why you ran people off. You'll see why no one wanted to deal with, those emotions. It wasn't you, it was your inability to deal with your emotions. Okay? Because you might be a great person, but your ability to balance and control your emotions may not have been too good back then. So you live and you learn, and the faster you learn, the better it is. Okay. Mhm. You said you're getting dates in Texas, but they won't spend. Yep, you got to level up and level up the places where you're meeting them. The nicer the place, the richer the people, the more they spend. Okay. What's the difference in having a strong clapback game and rebuttal like you and seeming emotional? This is a YouTube channel where people come here to ask me for advice. Um, and so there's a difference because there are some trolls in here there that come just to make trouble. In the groups, those people are there to learn, to upgrade, to level up, to listen to constructive criticism, to see where they've gone wrong, or to see where they can improve, or to see why they should not overreact emotionally because they get nowhere. These are open channels to the public. So every once in a while, a troll will come in that is not here to level up, and they have to be put in their place, of course. Or if a person asks a question that we know is a trolling question because they're trying to be messy, that's when you give them, the comebacks. But if you're trying to level up and you're really dedicated and you're trying to improve your life, you need constructive criticism because thus far, no one has told you the truth. That's why you're not where you need to be. If you don't like the truth or how it came out, then maybe you need to take a deep breath and just take the positives out of the statement. That's being mature. That's being able to deal with people who have money. People with money are not emotionally reckless because they have things to lose. They have their time is precious and they have things to lose. So they don't overreact on things. People that are overreacting on everything and destroy everything in their path, that's poverty mind. And they don't think before they act. And that's why they are in many situations that they can't get out of. So if you're also trying to level up, remember overreacting and being all in your feelings due to what someone has told you or said or whatever is a sign that you're not leveled up. Straight up. It's a sign that you might as well stay where you are, accept that life that you have, and settle because there's no way a man of means is going to deal with somebody who can't control their emotion. No way. Okay. Um, Meghan and Harry are expecting, the baby, the precious. Okay. That's congratulations to them. Hmm. Facts. I know so many women who are a solid 10, but they can't keep a man because of their emotional instability. Exactly. Don't give a real name. That way it's easy to lie. If you plan on lying, don't give people your real name. Google, remember? People can Google you. That's right. Hmm. Or make some fake Google stuff up about yourself before you go out on a date. It's called, if you're going to say something, then you need to put pages up that will back your lie. You need to put some stuff out on the internet that's going to back up your lies. Okay. Ain't nobody worried about you on right. So God pays for our dates, but don't give gifts what to do. Level up more and demand. I told y'all what to do. If you're not using law of seduction, the what is it called? The art of seduction. Then how you got to seduce men. Men are physical creatures. Men like to know that you are attracted to them. If you're just going out on dates and showing up, that's not enough. Come on, y'all. I've given you the books. I've given you the tools. If you're in the group, all the books are in there. Women, you can get consultations from me or Mickey. You can see how other women are doing it. If you're not, if your desire is not there, you will never get there. Okay. If you look good, whatever you ask, they will say yes to. Understand this. If you look good, they will say yes. Don't be afraid to ask or tell them what you want. If you want some money or you want some clothes or you want to go shopping, tell them, hey, let's go shopping. I need to get some new clothes. I'll let you watch me try them on. And then don't. Just like, oh, it says private, only no man allowed. There you go. Where do we find the art of seduction? It's everywhere. It's even free in audiobook form on YouTube. Just type it in on YouTube. Would you lie to a guy that's a federal judge? Just like they lie to you, of course. That's living on the dangerous side. They might like that. You feel embarrassed to ask for money? Then this ain't for you. You ain't ready yet. Okay? You see? It means you don't think he'll give it to you because you're not leveled up enough to know he's going to give it to you. Thank you, Monique Williams. I just love you, Shira. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and expertise to us. You're welcome. Why would you be afraid to ask somebody for something? You can either get one or two answers, yes or no. And after he says no, you should be more afraid of wasting your time with somebody that's never going to give you what you're trying to get. Okay, that's what I'm afraid of, wasting time. So you're going to date somebody. You're going to date somebody for a month before you realize he ain't giving you no money. Nope. Okay. That's a waste of a month. And you could have been on to somebody else that is giving you what you want. How y'all never heard of the art of seduction, right? Thank you, Angela Martin. So remember, you're either ready or you're not ready. Okay. Yeah. How do you know you're ready? When you're going to do what it takes to get what you want. When you're not too embarrassed to get the lifestyle or the things that you want. Okay. Men are not embarrassed to ask you to sleep with them at all. They're not. But you're embarrassed to ask for something you want. Makes zero sense. You've been trained well, but by the wrong person. You've been trained well by society. I say you should never ask for money on the first date. It's called prostitution. She says she's been out with this guy many, many times. Okay. Alpha male strategies debate you live. There would be no debate. Not on this channel, because I'm going to say, yeah, all that will work on pick-me's. You are correct. That will work on women with low self-esteem. Great, wonderful. So there will be no debate. His tricks work on dumb women, of course. But on my channel, I teach the women the exact opposite. So the women that watch me would not fall for such tricks. Just like The guys that watch him may not fall for my tricks, So that's all it is. There is no debate. It's just he's giving y'all what y'all need to do to get pick Misha and Bonetta, and I'm, because the thing is, men just care about sex. He's teaching y'all how to get sex, not lifestyle. He's not teaching you how to get a nice house, nice car. He's not teaching you how to secure your future generations. He's not teaching you how to get somebody to marry you. That's what I do. He's teaching y'all how to get sex the fastest, easiest way from Pick Misha and Bonetta. Pick Misha and Bonetta, yes. Alpha male strategies. He's teaching y'all how to scam those tax refund checks. Okay. But me, I'm teaching you how to not even have to wait for a tax refund check because you can get that every week from a man of means. You see the difference? There is no debate. Okay, yeah, we play chess, not checkers. That's for y'all. Mm, Not true. Only the high quality women. Y'all don't know what high quality women are. Y'all can't afford to even attempt to date a high quality woman because, first of all, you can't afford the restaurant she wants to go to. I know you're not dishing out $300, $400, $200, $300 for dinner. I know you ain't doing that. So guess what? You're not getting no high quality. And if you are, then that's called an investment. And if you have to go out on a few dates, that's almost a couple $1,000s. So are you going to hit and quit a woman you just spent a couple $1,000s on? Probably not. You're probably going to want to see her a few more times, right? Then to see her, you're going to have to spend more money. High quality means how much she costs to date. Okay. That's the difference. High quality to you may mean she can cook good and don't wear makeup. That's high quality to Dusty's. High quality to other men is your ability to turn everyone's head and make you the envy of every man in that room. That's high quality. Okay. A woman you'd be with even after you were famous and not dump and for an improved version. That's high quality. So if you can't even afford to date a high quality woman, there's no way you can trick her into sex. So that's why I said your stuff only works on low quality women. Or his stuff, sorry. So we're not worried about him over here. We good. Sure, does blonde hair pull SDs by before? It just depends. If you, I don't know. Depends on what you look like, child. I think if you're African American or black or African, no. If you're white, um, maybe of a lighter skin tone, probably most likely yes. And it depends on the color of blonde. Is it like a bleach blonde? Does it look like it's been dyed? Is it fried? Is it healthy? You got to think about it. Is it raining? Yeah. You have $200 food digesting in your stomach right now. A Dusty could never. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you, OG Young. I wasn't trying to put you down. I'm just saying we not working the same. Me and alpha male strategies are not working the same room. Okay. I'm in the penthouse. He in the lunch lounge. Okay. Difference. Um what advice would you give a single mother about leveling up? Don't mention your child to anyone you're dating. Uh, that's not any of their business unless they're serious about, dating you. So don't mention that you have kids because they'll automatically judge you and treat you very different from the start. So keep your looks up and make sure You don't seem like you're focused only on finding a stepdaddy, but you're more about fun and adventure and things like that. Okay. Um, what dress size was I when I met James? Between an 8 and a 10, probably like an 8 and a 10. hmm When you date a prince, there's other rules, right? hmm Yeah, and also, when you start dating, if you're dating at a certain age, men know what you want. If you're dating at the age where, if you don't have any kids and you're dating at a certain age, they automatically think you want to rush into marriage. So they don't want any strings. So that's why I say, date older men who are actually ready to settle down if you're a certain age. After the age of, like, 20, 27, men start to think you want to settle down. So you're less likely to keep one close to your age. You might have to go a lot older. hmm What? If a guy is lame and got money, you have to swallow your own representations of beta or alpha male. So if the guy is one or the other and you know you're the choice but not happy with what? I don't look at alpha or beta. You got money, you alpha automatically. That's just straight up, okay? If you have money in your account and you run stuff and your lifestyle is nice, you alpha automatically, okay? Because you can buy a beta. You can buy a fake alpha to do your work for you, okay? Alphas and betas answer to you because you got it made like that, okay? So that's the point. A woman, the right woman, the one that you really want and are afraid to lose, is going to be able to make any man into a beta, okay? That's how it works. A woman will make any man weak, the right one. That's why I'm telling you guys, know how to pick your targets. Any alpha will turn into a beta for the right woman, if that's what you want to call it. Why? Because the woman is more powerful with her femininity and her ability to make any man weak. That's our true power, our femininity. We make anything weak. Alpha, beta, zeta, whatever alphabet you want to be, it's still going to be weak compared to, when it's going to be weak when it comes to a woman, whatever it is. Okay. So I don't know whoever lied to you and told you that alpha males don't do this, because they're not chasing the type of woman that they will truly marry. They're just chasing sex. They're chasing easy sex. So of course they're going to be able to not get taken advantage of because they're not aiming for the real woman that they actually want to marry. Because that real woman that they want to marry, they will become weak for. And all that crap that they talked is out the window. It's gone. So when you're looking for a man, no matter if he's alpha or beta, you're still going to be able to make both of them, all of them weak. That's all there is to it. So I wouldn't worry about any of that. Really wouldn't. Um, if you can't make your man weak, then you ain't the one, and he doesn't think you're the one. Okay. And when I say weak, I don't mean like weak as in feminine. I mean like for them to do whatever you ask them to do, you know, to keep you. hmm What if she needs to make him strong? Then he has to be her son, and he came out of her own body. Because a man should already be as strong if he's trying to be with a woman. A man should already be strong if he's coming with to a woman. A woman only makes a man weak through her femininity to get what she needs and wants from him. He can be strong as soon as he um, delivers what she asked for. He can be strong all day, every day, outside, inside. But when she says, "Look, I need this done. Please do it for me, baby. Thank you so much." Then he's gonna, of course, because A, he's afraid to lose her. B, the right woman will make him do what it takes to keep her. That's it. If a woman needs to make a man strong, then she needs to be a man because only another man can make a man strong. That's called a daddy. Okay. I can't be your daddy or your mama. So if you lack parental guidance, then I don't know. Maybe you're not ready for a relationship. Thank you, Deanna, Joelle. Okay. Thank you for the donation. Okay. I'm not into making men strong. Men supposed to be strong already. Y'all born strong physically, and y'all aren't as connected to your emotions as women are. So you already born that way. You don't need an emotional, weaker person to strengthen you. We complement you. That's it. Okay. Um, Hi Shira. More time. What? Why y'all so focused on weight though? Who's focused on weight? He has been strong to face the world and compete with other men. His weakness for a woman helps him do that. Right. Good. That's a good answer. Um, love me at my worst. Why would somebody love you at your worst? That's a dumb answer. I mean, that's a dumb. It sounds good. It sounds all philosophical, but if you think about it, you gonna love a crackhead? That's their worst. You gonna fall in love with a crackhead? Thank you, Deanna Joelle. Love when you said be fun and adventurous. Oh, okay. So thank you, girl. Yes, be fun and adventurous. So love you at your worst. That's crackhead status. No, I'm not finna fall in love with no crackhead. I'm so sorry. Okay. Stop trying to romance being dusty. It's not romantic. Love you at your worst? No, thank you. How about love you at your best? You are loved. At your best, you are loved. How about replacing that with that? Because they didn't trick y'all with that dusty quote. Dusty quote of the day. Love me at my worst. Only if you're my child. Then I'm gonna help you because that's my responsibility. But if you not coming at my body, you ain't my responsibility. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Why do we take our father's maiden name? Why do we take our uh, fathers don't have maiden names, only women do. They want to carry the which is silly because in your genes you carry your mother's mitochondrial DNA. So you carry that with you naturally. So men obviously probably wanted you to carry something of theirs, so they give you their last name. um, that's probably why. I'm a science teacher. That's right. So if when they do forensics and they want to do a DNA match on some tissue or bones, they pair it with the female mother or parent or grandmother side of the family to get a more accurate match because they carry more of their DNA, their mitochondrial DNA. Um, okay, you can't forensically find someone to the exact match with a last name. Okay. Do you know um blue eyes? I don't know. I mean, I use them. They're fine with me. So I don't know. Um, do we need to tell our personal business to our intrusive family members? They demand to know about my sugar daddies. Okay. Then move. I keep telling y'all. You need to move. How can I get a consultation? I don't fix relationships. So do not contact me for any type of how can I help my man improve? I don't do that. But and I'm booked up for almost 2 weeks. So next week I'll tell y'all. There you go. Hmm. You're 23 now. Will I see 24 the way things are going on? I don't know. What? That's up to you. I don't know. Mhm. How about being more positive? Maybe that will help. How do you stay up so uplifted with so many haters and things always changing? I change with the change. I change with change. You know, I become the change. Um, and haters don't matter. You know. Um, Here's my thing. Why do I care about what haters think? They don't benefit me at all, except if they view my videos. It doesn't matter what they think. That's the whole point. Yeah, change with everything. You'll be fine. Hey, you at the gym now? Go ahead, girl. I need to get back in there. Um, someone said embrace the insults. Exactly. You know what I do? I whatever insult someone gives me, I take it and I take the good from it. Hmm. I take the good from every insult and I change it into something that improves me. Okay, that's what you need to do. If you take an insult and you flip it around, it's actually a compliment. You know. Because when someone spews something that they know is going to hurt you, they think of the worst thing that they can actually say to you to hurt you because they see that you may have an insecurity in that area. So they want to pick at that area. But what they're really doing is pointing out if you just improve on this one thing, I can't talk about you anymore. There's there's nothing else I can find. So to me, it's just information. This is why I don't understand why a lot of some of the over emotional people get mad when people give them constructive criticism. It's not like they're hating on them. It's they're giving them constructive criticism so you can say, okay, if I fix this one thing, then I can actually have the lifestyle that I'm looking for. Thank you, Deanna Joelle. One love. Thank you, girl. So even if my haters who say things in the harshest way, whatever they're pointing out, okay, I make a mental note of it. I say, okay, so after I fix that thing that they keep talking about, then what else can they say? Hmm. So you take it as constructive criticism. That way, if you continuously better yourself, they helped you. They actually helped you rise to the point where you know, they didn't even want you to be, first of all. Second of all, they rose to the point where you rose to the point where they didn't think you could get. And all you had to do was listen without emotion. That's all you had to do. Okay. So listen to haters without emotions. Get the information you need and move forward. That's it. Hmm. Thank you, Hudson River Apothecary. Can one be natural woman, the yoga class with Whole Foods type, and level up at the same time? Those type of women sadly only attract dusty men, okay? And I'm just I'm just being real. Those type of women only attract dusty men unless you're attracting another yoga studio owner who probably doesn't believe in spending excess money and buying certain things and da 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 da. Da. So that's just thank you, Maria Feldman. You legit helped me make a lot of abundance with dropping my emotions in all aspects of my life. You feed me. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. 999. Thank you, girl. So that's my thing. If you want to be the natural whole foods type, da da da, da, great, wonderful. But that's not going to catch an eye. Not out and about when you're standing next to women who are, you know, dressed in heels and dresses and full makeup and long weaves and, lashes. You're just not going to be seen. That's just the game. Okay. Um, Maybe it'd be better if you like went to places of like fitness place owners, but they might not even date the type of girl that is natural and does all that stuff. They might have the exact opposite of what they are. You don't know. Mhm. Right. Mhm. I'm a man with 3 6. What studying your technique in order to understand one more. My question is, how can anyone trust any of you? The same way women don't trust any of you men. But like I said in my video the other day, if someone's life was hanging in the balance and there was a woman and a man and only one had the truth, who would believe the man and who would believe the woman? Okay? So just think about it like that. Most likely, most people would believe the woman because we don't start off dishonest. We only become dishonest when the man is dishonest. So just think about that for a second. Don't be dishonest if you don't want dishonesty in return. That's just the honest truth. Thank you. Mhm. Um, you ignored him and then decide to call. He's not answering and leveling up no more, being nice. Sure, you've helped me a ton. Good. Good for you. Don't chase men. Chase money. Like if he's done with you, let him go. Somebody else is coming up right behind him. There's another person with just as much or even more money out there. Start over. So true they can start the lies and we're honest from the start. Exactly. Do you realize how many women I have to ask me, well, do we have to lie? Women don't want to lie. We have to. We don't have no choice. Okay. Women want to tell their entire life story on the first date, tell you everything about them, but then you get bored and go to sleep and don't want to see them again because you know too much about them, which is wasn't the point because you just wanted to sleep with them in the first place. So guess what? We gotta lie. We gotta lie. Okay? Because y'all don't want the truth. Just like Jack Nicholson said, y'all can't handle the truth. Y'all can't handle the truth. I know this may be off topic. I don't know about I don't know anything about any of that. I'm so sorry. No basketball. I don't know anything about any of that. Um, do wealthy men like Bill Gates type like long hook nails and wigs? I don't think that it matters, but because they like whatever they like that night, baby. They can have anything if they that rich. um, I teach yoga too, but I wear sexy clothes and makeup. All right, yeah. I know we have one lady that teaches yoga in our group, and she is beautiful. She wears wigs and full makeup and nice fitted dresses and heels and all that kind of stuff. She's straight up yoga instructor. Your videos are gold, gold, gold diggers for life. Thank you, girl. Thank you for the donation, red lady. I like your name. How do you tell a guy meeting him for the first time that I would like to go to a nice fancy dinner? Suggest a place on the phone before you even agree to go out. You know what I'm saying? Or ask him where he's thinking about taking you or meeting you or whatever. And then say, well, if you don't like the restaurant, just say, well, I've heard great things about, and then name the restaurant you like. I've never eaten there before. That means if he really wants to impress you, he'll take you there, you know. So try like that. Mhm. Pay your own bill if you wanna go somewhere fancy. Most women do, but when they are agreeing to spend time with a man, they're gonna want, a man to take them somewhere nice because the man is trying to impress them, you see? And in order to impress a lady, you have to go big. Mhm. Wise guy says, look up Jezebel and compare what she tells you to do to what Jezebels do. It's the same. Yeah. Um, it's the same because look up what unrighteous day. Okay. Mm, Y'all can throw the Jezebel card out. I'm gonna throw the unrighteous man out. How you doing? when Yay, you got free meals from the manager? Awesome. Right. When you met your husband, did you have to truck him to take you nice what? Trick him to take you nice places? No. He was already gonna take me nice places. Okay. Uh, because that's what I required. I wouldn't go into no bad places. That would be like, no, thank you. Right. Men who chase their dreams start off broke. That's exactly why you don't bother with men until they have accomplished something in life. Okay. They should be chasing dreams, not women. Right. Sure, how do I tell your sugar daddy it's about time to send me another second allowance? Tell him you need it. Do the baby voice. Mm-hmm. Females at the gym be hating and whispering like, who do I think I am wearing makeup to the gym? I wear makeup to the gym all the time, and I don't care what they think because I know I look better than them. I know what they're thinking. Shoot, maybe I need to start wearing makeup. That's what they're thinking. Um, mhm. Get a man that already likes nice places. Exactly. If I take myself to fancy restaurant, why should I accept less from a man? Shaking my head. Exactly. Um, yeah, I always suggest meeting up at the date and not letting them pick you up, especially if it's the first couple of dates because you don't know them. And still, I don't trust people, so I'm meeting you there. How did I know my husband was going to be a good provider? Because I chose the correct target. Okay, and I told y'all I have a video about how to choose the correct target. Shira, how do I keep him from moving to my town because he wants us to spend more time together? Tell him that you need him to. Is he paying all your bills? Tell him you about to move unless he can pay all your bills. You about to leave town yourself. Hmm. I wear makeup to the gym, and men offer to train you and give you tips. Good for you. Yeah, you get a lot of free perks. Y'all, we're not, most women aren't really gold diggers. It's just the men who are um, not able to secure a woman financially sees you as a gold digger. Okay. That's it. If if the woman has high standards and she likes certain things, then that means a man who already understands this and knows that should not be offended and should not try to even approach that type of woman. It's silly, you know. So even talking about a gold digger is silly. It's like talking about a mythical creature. You will never be able to experience one. So it doesn't matter, you know. That's like someone, broke talking about if I had $1 billion, I would do A, B, C, and D with it. Oh no, you should do this with it. No, that's dumb. Like y'all really living in fantasy land. That's a lot of men who are upset at gold diggers are living a fantasy of even having the opportunity to even be upset with the gold digger. You see the difference? You can be upset with Sharkeisha and Barnetta and pick Misha all day long. You have just cause for that. But to say that you don't like what a gold digger does and y'all ain't nothing but gold diggers, da 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 da, da, that's just like you talking about what you're gonna do with $1 billion and $1 million. You could talk about it all day, but you'll never ever be in that reality. So it really don't matter. Okay. Um, so that's how you do it. Don't even worry about them calling you a gold digger. If the word comes out of their mouth, you already know it's a fantasy of theirs. That's how you know. If they say it, it's a fantasy. If they say the word, oh, you're a gold digger, it means, let's translate this into the positive compliment. Oh, I can't afford you. I don't have enough money. That's all that means. Okay. That's all it means. When a man calls you a gold digger, translation, I don't have enough money to date you. So I'm mad at myself, not you. But I'm gonna say I'm mad at you because I'm trying to deflect the fact that I'm broke. That's all that means. How do we check a man before spending a lot of time? Google. Google his name, Google his net worth, see where he works, look up his address, see how much his home is worth. Does he own it? A, B, C, and D. Very easy. Okay. Transmute the hate. Exactly. Take out the emotion and translate what he's really trying to tell you. Right. Um, Other women calling us gold diggers. Yeah, that just means I don't have what it takes to actually get what I want out of life. That's all that means for women. If a woman calls you a gold digger, it means I have to settle for my dusty. You should too. Who do you think you are trying to have some standards around here? That's all it means. It really means I wish I had the same standards and I wish I could look like you so I could be a gold digger too. That's all it means. And you're really not a gold digger. You just have high standards. You're only a gold digger to somebody who's broke. Just like when someone says, "Oh, I make a lot of money. I make a good salary." And then when they name their salary, you just laugh. They think it's good, but it's really mediocre. You know what I'm saying? So just think of it like that. If he refuses to give you the first name, get his license plate number and look it up that way. Get his phone number, do a reverse phone number lookup. Very easy to get somebody's real name. If he's actually paying all my bills, how do I keep him from moving to my town? Tell him you're thinking about moving to his. Buy you some time. It's like, I just got to get myself in order. I'm going to plan. I'm going to move up there. I'm thinking about moving here. I'm thinking about moving there. And then, like, for 6 months, oh, I'm getting all my stuff together to move there. It's any minute now. And then say, oh, something popped up and I can't move. So instead of him moving there, he's going to be waiting on you to move there, which you will never do. So that's how you do that. If my husband loses his money, what will I do? Men who are financially stable and responsible don't lose all their money. That's that never happens unless they have a gambling problem or a drug problem or a wife that spends all their money faster than they can make it. That's you know Men like that don't lose their money. They keep earning it and saving it and investing it so they don't lose it. Okay? Um, right. I work, I keep my money. His money is my money too, right? Finally caught alive. Hey. So I know some guy wrote me in my email and he's talking about, if he has the ability to earn 100K, so should the woman he ends up with, and she should earn 100K and da 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 da. And that's how a lot of men feel these days, but that's not how a lot of women feel. If your woman is going to actively contribute to your duties as a provider, then it should be an open marriage. Thank you, Faye Moon. Besides financially, how do we check his emotional fast if he's got no issue or personality disorder? That's not always obvious. Do something that you know is going to make him mad and see how he reacts. That's it. Um, but most men that have money have more to lose, so they're less likely to act in crazy ways. Okay. They can easily drop you and just replace you. So you have to think about that. That's why I said, most men with money, they don't have time for drama. They either drop you and move on to the next chick. They have money to lose. They're not fit to sit here and play games like the Dusties do. So most men that have money are going to be have a little bit of ego, maybe a lot of it. Okay, so that's a given. They're not going to be like these sweet broke men who will do anything for you because they need a place to sleep. No, they are confident in themselves. They have everything they need. They don't need you. They want you. There's a difference. So if you can just understand that they're not going to treat you like all emotional and be up under you and snuggled up with you like a broke man, then you have to understand that they're busy. They got to make money. They're interested in their career. They chase money, not women. If you're giving them too much issues and drama, they replace you. Okay. So make sure you understand that. How to act at his business client events. Don't talk too much. Smile. Be very polite. Don't correct him. Let him lead. Let him speak. Don't be opinionated. Be neutral because you don't know who's who and you don't want to offend anybody and make it hard for him at work. So be very neutral. Man said if he makes 100K, that his wife makes a 30K, then that's 130 they have to work with. If a man makes 100K, that's how much you got to work with is a 100K, no matter what the woman makes. Okay, you don't count her money. Especially, you don't count her money. Because if you're counting her money, then you're using her money to do what you're supposed to be doing, you know. Um that's right. So if I combine my money with my husband, we'd be living in a house twice as big as this. But I'm not. Okay? I'm gonna let him feel like the king of the castle and the man. Um, and I'm keeping all my money. So that's how you're supposed to do it. Okay? Right. How do you turn down dusties? Ignore them. Tell them You don't hang around Dusties. You act like you don't hear them. You got a hearing issue. You don't hang around where they hang around. You get out of the environment where Dusties even live or can even visit. Okay? Get out of the environment. You won't have to worry about it. Go shop on the nice side of town. You know. Um, if a man makes 100K and the woman is 100K, the woman will look for the man with 200K. Well, eventually you should be making more than 100K if you have a career. Your career every year you should be getting up in salary as well as bonuses. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be moving up. Now, Maria is 100K a good net worth for a sugar daddy. If you don't have any kids, if he doesn't have any kids, it depends on what state you live in. It also depends on what you want out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because and also depends what he already has. Like what is he paying for? Does all his money go towards bills? Does he have debt? So you have to understand all of that. I would say go for a higher just in case. You know what I mean? Um, but if if he's young and single, doesn't have any debt, and it's you're not going to live the extravagant lifestyle, but you may not have to work. hmm You're an inventor with a possible $1 billion salary, but struggling now. That's all of them. That's all Dusties, baby. All Dusties have a $1 billion idea. All of them. Ask them. Every Dusty I know got a $1 billion, $1 million idea. All of them. If you're going to change your idea into reality, then you need to be talking about it, not be doing something about it, not talking about it. Okay, because I got a $1 billion idea right now in my head, and okay, and I've been acting on it. So everybody has ideas. That's not anything you're waiting for a patent to drop. Okay, well, as long as you're waiting, for that patent to drop, as long as you've already taken the steps towards it, then you're good. Congratulations. I'll give credit where credit's due. Once that patent is cleared and you can make your money, wonderful. Um, why are you having what? Right. What should be the minimum man should be earning? That all depends on where you live, baby. Like different places, different money. Enough to secure you, give you what you want in life. Think about it. If how can you target a man of means if you don't even know how much money buys? Y'all need to learn how much money is actually worth, what type of lifestyle you can have with it. Go look at houses in the area you want to live in and see how much they cost. Go look at schools. Go look at the in the areas that you want to live in and see how much things cost. That's how you're going to calculate what type of man you need and what type of money he needs. Okay. What kind of clothes do you want to wear? What type of furniture do you want? What type of car do you want to drive? Go add all that stuff up and see how much it costs per year. Plus, if you want to shop, plus if groceries, plus if you have some kids, go add all that up and see how much money that's going to cost. That way, you know how much money you need for, you know, to be a stay-at-home wife/mother. If you have expensive taste, then you're going to need more money. Okay. Make sure he has a career, not a job. Jobs don't count. Okay. Look up childcare in the best areas. Exactly. Wherever you want to live, go look up the daycare and how much it costs to put a child in a couple of hours of daycare a day, because or preschool or whatever. And that's how you know how much money you're gonna need. Um, you flat out told your ex not to try to talk to me again before he accomplishes his multi-million business goals. And he won't. He won't call you. He's gonna go get the other type of woman he really wants after he gets his money. That's why you are smart to let him go, because he wasn't gonna keep you anyway. Hmm. You lived in Houston and moved far north to the suburbs where Dusties don't even exist. Exactly, girl. That's what I did. But I moved to the west. um, I'm in here because I think women are better off looking for potential. Yes, and everybody has potential. So we could basically just date anybody. You know what I mean? Everybody has potential. The bum on the street has potential. So what's the difference between him and someone else? Their potential is exactly the same. So if you're going to be smart, it's most likely you're going, especially if you're going to hire someone. If you're a business, you're not going to hire potential. You're going to hire experience. You're going to hire someone who has something to show. You're going to hire somebody that has already proven themselves at a different company. The only people that hire potential are people that train you and pay you less and give you the least. Okay, which is an entry level position, which means you need to go for Pick Misha or Bonetta. Those are entry level women. High level women would like to see some experience. They would like to see what you've done. They want to know projects you've worked on. They want to see your work. They want to know if you're able to carry this company to the next level. If not, we don't need you. Okay. So we don't work with potential on this level. On that level, yes, that is entry level. So go back down there and talk to human resources over there with Pygmisha and Bonetta, and they will help you. Okay. I have to break it down in layman terms because people don't understand. Um, we're not working with potential over here anymore. That's just not going to work for us. So it's nice to think that way, but in this world, it's just not going to happen. I mean, in a perfect world, potential would actually become real reality, but in most cases, it doesn't. Let's just face it. Sure, you are not only informative but super entertaining. Thank you, girl, Vanessa. Um, I just try to break it down to where everybody can understand what I'm saying. A pick me woman will justify working with potential or working with the man who has potential. Yet she doesn't understand, um, you know, the fundamentals of success. So she's betting on something that has a high expectancy to lose. You see how that works? If you have no idea how things work as far as, success, and you bet on something that's going to lose, but you feel good about it because there's sayings about it that sound positive, well, that still doesn't matter. You know, you still probably most likely gonna lose. So use your brain, not some saying someone said, not some dusty stuff you heard in a rap song, not some dusty stuff someone told you and, still living in the same place they were 25 years ago broke. Don't listen to that crap. Okay? Because it doesn't help you. It just makes you stay where you are. um Right. You're on your break in college class, and it's the first thing you're watching. Hey, girl. Mhm. Thanks for watching. So, um, mhm. Potential is not reality, and it's just an idea until the head, until it. Yep, exactly. Um, Women who build with a man are the biggest idiots. That's right. They sure will leave you after they get to their success. So don't even try. You watched Acrimony? It was an awful movie, but it was about the pick me lifestyle. Exactly. Don't ever become a pick me or a Bob the Builder chick. So basically, just wait for your rich honey. No, basically, you level up to the type of woman a rich man wants. You know what I mean? You don't wait for a rich honey. You get to the level aesthetically and put yourself in the environment, and they will approach. Rich men go out. Whatever women are in their presence, they will come on to. Very simple, very easy. Okay. Yeah. You're talking about your job. Oh, well, you got to pay the bills. I mean, some women should have sugar daddies and don't work. Hmm. The best thing I did for you is to help you ditch the SGW rhetorics. I don't even know what SGW is, but see the truth of the world. Amazing Shira, how sweet the gold digger that saved a wreck like me. Are you singing Amazing Grace? That's funny. Um, Social justice warrior. How do you get a narcissist to leave? You want him gone. You leave. That's how you leave. Or you fake an eviction. Get you a fake eviction note off the internet, print it out, stick it on your door, tell them you need this much money, or y'all have to move. It's been worked so many times. And that's how you get your dusty out your house. Print out a fake eviction notice, go get you some boxes, pretend you starting to pack, and tell him that he needs to come up with this much money or he needs to find a new place to live. Then when he leaves, which he will, because he ain't gonna give you no money, you unpack your little stuff that you were pretending to pack and put those boxes back in the garage or under your bed or wherever, and keep going and keep dating and get somebody better. Okay. And then when he comes back a week later talking about, I thought you moved out. Oh, um, you know, my ex paid my bills. He saved me. We back together, even if it's a lie. That way he won't come back. Okay. There. That's how you get the dusty out. Um, where were you 12 years ago? Yes. Y'all have to remember one thing. In order to accomplish certain things in life, you got to play chess, not checkers, okay? Most women play checkers and barely know the rules and barely know how to play checkers. If you want a dusty out your house and you don't think they're going to leave on their own no matter what, then do what I just told you. Okay? Illusion, trickery. Be a magician. There you go. Play chess. Act. There you go. You don't need to go, you don't need to do all that. All you got to do is say, hey, we're about to be evicted. You need to pay these bills or start packing. Here's some boxes. You start packing too. Get on the phone and tell your friend who's in on it, I can't believe I'm being evicted. I don't know where to go. Start fake crying. Let them know it's real. Have some more stuff that you stick on your door, talking about y'all have this many days to get out or you'll be fined extra. Just do all that extra stuff and he'll think it's real and leave. Thanks for everything you do. Much love. Thank you, girl. Bold and courageous 41. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Mhm. You're welcome. Okay. Women get so caught up in emotional attachment. Do you think men can truly get emotionally attached? The ones who don't have many options, they get emotionally attached faster than the ones who do have more options. So think about that. Just like the women who have a lot of options are less likely to get emotionally attached to someone. So the more options they have, the less attached they'll be. The less options they have, the quickly, um, the faster they'll come emotionally attached. So when a woman becomes emotionally attached, it's because she doesn't have many options. So also keep that in mind. And men know that. Like if you're emotionally attached to a man, they already know there ain't nobody else out there. They don't have to worry about you. They could treat you any type of way. You're a doormat because you give them too much because you don't have anybody else out there chasing behind you. So you're gonna grab onto this thing and hold on until you know for dear life. So the less you're emotional around someone, the more they like you because they already know it's easy for you to go out and do something else, which means you want them instead of need them. Yeah, you don't seem thirsty. Over emotional women seem super thirsty. And over emotional men seem super, super de duper thirsty. So get out of those emotions. Okay. If you live in emotion, you probably have been dumped a lot. Hmm. You don't care, you probably did most of the dumping because you don't care. How I bring my sugar daddy a small gift on an should I bring my sugar daddy a small gift on our next meeting? He helped me out with a lot of money. We live in different countries. Um, a gift, a small gift, like what? If you give him anything, it should be something that he always keeps on him that reminds him of you, like an engraved pen that he will write with. A small token that will keep him thinking of you always, but don't make it expensive. It doesn't have to be expensive. So maybe like a nice pen that costs you about 20 to 30 bucks, engraved with something nice on it, like always thinking of you, or something that only you and him know about, like some type of inside saying that you guys have. But that's it. And once you do that, he'll always think of you when he reaches for a pen or something like that. Mhm. Do you think men get emotionally attached after sex or just control it? It depends on the type of man he is. If he gets sex all the time, no. If he barely ever gets sex, he'll confuse lust with attachment. So it just depends on if he's getting some or not, right? If he can get it any day of the week or often, he's not going to be all attached to you. If that's the first time he ever had, or the first time he's had it in weeks and months, yeah. Yeah, I don't hate anybody. I don't need to hate people. I don't hate any people. Sorry. How men fall in love. Mm, when you're wanted by so many other men, especially ones that have more than them. And they really like you. You're not difficult. They like what you look like. You're when they come home, it's peaceful instead of stressful. That's how they fall in love. They fall in love with how easy you are to get along with, how good you look, and how much other men want you. That's about it. You're an Arabic and many American people hate you. Well, I'm not one of them. I'm sorry. You're Arabic and many American people hate you, but I'm not one of them. Mhm. Um, so sorry. Thank you. Men fall in love with your absence. Exactly. Was James emotionally attached to you when you put that thing on him? Of course he was. Duh. What do you think about helping your partner pay bills? Business partner, as in we own a business together, like a partnership on a business, and there's no sleeping together? Sure. I don't mind. 50-50 split of assets. When I sell my half the business. Wonderful. Now, thank you for teaching us control. You're welcome, Deanna. Thank you for the was that the third or the fourth donation? Thank you, girl. If you're married and you have a husband and you are a wife, you are not partners. Okay. So you shouldn't be paying half of anything. He's the provider male. He pays the entire set of bills. Okay. Um, you're the woman. Olivia McMahon. Thank you, girl, for the donation. Love you, Shira. Thank you. Love you too, girl. So, and the video is called You Have Free Will. So, if you would like to help your husband, boyfriend, partner, whatever you want to call him, wife, girlfriend, go straight ahead. But that's, free will. I feel like the correct term is wife or husband if you're married. Because if you're not, and you're saying the word partner, that means you're in a business together. Okay. So if your marriage is a business, then you need to be profiting money. If you ain't profiting nothing from him, then how is it a business and how is that your partner? You see what I'm saying? So don't call each other partners anymore because that means a business. If I were to say I have a partner, they would have to be um, helping me get clients and helping me run my business. And I should be getting some type of profit that I don't have to share with them. Okay. So let's stop using that word. You're so lame. It's great. What does that mean? This guy I'm talking to just texted me. You're so lame. It's great. What does that mean? Say thank you. Play dumb, girl. Or I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, but play dumb. Act like you don't know what that means. And they'll explain further because no one I talk to use the term lame, so I don't know. Like okay, it means usually they can't really meet your standards if they're using that term. Um, it means he's trying to play mind games. Yep. If someone called me lame, that would be the last time they had the opportunity to call me lame. I'll show them lame. Oops, I'm so lame I can't answer this text. Okay. That's all. Mhm. And that's what makes them really upset when you just block, when you straight up block and they can't even say anything back. Anytime a man tells a woman that she doesn't need makeup, he really wants you to stay at the bottom. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I was talking to someone about this, and they were telling me that the man that they're dating has a lot of money, and he told her, you don't need to wear as much makeup and you need to wear this instead of that. And she was asking me why would he say that when he met me looking all, sexy. And I told her, well, he wants you to look low key so it doesn't look like he has a call girl. But if it's a broke man, it's the exact opposite. He doesn't want you to be getting attention from rich men because you see what got his attention, right? You see the really cute, nice look got the attention, but he wants to keep you low key so that people don't point and say, "Ooh, why is he dating a prostitute or a stripper or a call girl?" If you look like all the women in his neighborhood and the soccer moms and the such and such, you could be mistaken for wife or girlfriend when y'all are out and about instead of hooker and call girl. So it's a very big difference. Whatever money they have in their pocket, if they have a lot of money, they're trying to keep you inconspicuous and low key because you may be a little too much for their environment. You know, if they're broke, busted, and can't pay one of your bills and can't take you to a decent place, they're trying to keep you from finding a man who can. Okay. So until you're in a relationship with someone who's paying all bills, put that makeup on your face. Okay. And do your hair. Like I said, if a man says, well, you don't have to wear all that, it means, look, this is the translation. If you're going to hang out with me in this area of this side of town and you paint your face up like an Instagram model and dress like a hooker, well, people are going to start to stare, and I don't like that much attention. That's all that means. Okay. So tone it down a lot. Look like you fit in, like you belong. Certain people in certain areas don't dress up when they go out and things like that. They're already paid. They're not looking for a man with money. They're already in the money. So they can pretty much wear whatever they choose. And he wants you to look like that as well. So he's going to ask you to tone it down a bit. It doesn't mean that he's trying to control you. It just means he doesn't want to look like he's paying for hookers. That's about it. Okay. Um, how do you feel about braids? I don't feel any type of way about braids because I don't date anybody with braids. I don't date men with braids because I'm married. Um, but y'all already know how I feel about that. Y'all already know. Why do y'all keep asking me? Okay. You saw a 30-year-old lady driving a Rolls Royce and her co-driver was 99 years old. Oh, of course. Um, natural is better to you. Okay, but are you paying all of her bills? Here's my thing. Is your look going to get all your bills paid? If it's a yes, then the look is good. If it's a no, then the look is not good. Okay, that's how you measure that. hmm I like natural means you can't afford to maintain a woman who wears makeup and they dusty. She what to do with your hair on vacation. I have real hair under this wig. I just put it up in a bun or wear it down. Um, but if I didn't have real hair, I would keep a wig. Most definitely. This will be my real hair on vacation. I'll be looking like a mermaid. Huh. This would be my vacation hair if I didn't have hair up under here. Sure would. Okay. Okay. And I have an extra one just in case I lost it or it got messed up. I packed two or three. Okay. Mm, Braids are only good. Like, there's some women that won't even do braids for a vacation. They'll pack a wig with quickness. Um, so you kinda, it just depends. Sure, how to reinvent yourself when he's had the many times over. Reinvent your whole entire look to look like another person. And ignore him. Marcus, what you thinking right now? I don't know. That you want to donate, perhaps. How do you work a wig on vacation in the water? Wigs have combs in them. So unless you want to, they stay on pretty good. They got combs in them. And you can glue them on, some of them, yeah, onto your hair. I mean, to your skin, yeah. They got new techniques and stuff. Y'all gotta get on YouTube and look. Come on now. Don't put your hair in the water. What? Many feminine men nowadays. Da, 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 da. I found a target because of you, Shira, and he's my age, luckily, but I figured because he's tiny package, I'm his type. How to deal with this long term? We're talking marriage, girl. If he got a little thing and he's your age and he's got money, go for it. Because after marriage, you ain't gonna be sleeping together that much anyway. So I don't see it's a big deal. Get that money, girl. Hmm. Can you meet a rich man at a jazz club? If it's in the nice part of town, sure. He's a provider, but I don't want to cheat. Okay. Well, order you some stuff online. Okay. Order you some toys. Um, mhm, a software engineer makes money. Look it up. Google it. Okay. Dealing with a man that's an emotional wreck, way too emotional, don't deal with him. You're dealing with a woman. Okay. um, I don't deal with emotional men. I mean, that's not gonna help me unless I know how to use it against them. But they try to use it against you. So no, I would. Here's my thing: you might as well be a lesbian if you're gonna date an emotional man. Okay, because you're just dealing with a woman. You're dealing with a ultra feminine man. So don't bother. They need a masculine woman. They don't need a feminine woman. Leave them alone. Okay, let them go find Bob the Builder. She will lift them up, carry them on her shoulders, and show them the way. Okay, she will. Yes. When to let him meet? When to let him in emotionally? When all bills are paid. When you no longer work. Okay. When he can't live without you. Sure, you really have a PhD in men. How do we get there? Don't be stupid. Be smart. Benefit yourself always. Don't listen to words. Look for action. Hmm. Why you don't have on your lips? I do. Oh, what do I have on my lips? I said, why you don't have on your lips? What do I have on my lips? A bunch of stuff. Um, a combination actually. I have this by Lime Crime in the color Cashmere, and then I have this gloss by um, It's called Spiked Cocoa by Butter London. Spiced Cocoa by Butter. I think this came in a Christmas set last year, but that's what I have on. So I don't suggest wearing braids and cornrows during and after the level up. During and after. Who are you trying to attract? That's my question. What man of means who are going to take care of all of your bills are you trying to attract with cornrows? That's my question. Hmm. How do you deal with a man who has become a Hebrew Israelite in your marriage, but you're not into it? As long as he's paying every bill and you don't have to work, let him get his spirituality on. Who cares? As long as he don't drag you into it, it don't matter. If he start acting crazy, then you know, I would just ignore it. Let him who cares? Let him be one as long as it don't affect your money. If you paying bills, it's time to move because he's gonna start telling you money ain't real. Okay, and he yeah, and then he's gonna expect you to cook and clean and wash his feet and all that kind of good stuff, but you won't do it. And he gonna want another wife too? He pays all bills. Then let him do what he want to do. It's not gonna hurt you. Now, if you start acting crazy, then you start slowly distancing yourself. He starts telling you what a woman's supposed to do. You need to start telling him what a man's supposed to do. Uh-huh. Shira, I'd like to know your opinion. Is it bad if you enjoy sex? No, it's not bad if you enjoy sex. People are supposed to enjoy sex, but it's bad if you enjoy it with the wrong person who is going to discard you afterwards and who hasn't invested in you at all. Okay. Because, yeah. If that's what it is. You don't enjoy sex with just anybody. You enjoy sex with someone you can feel comfortable with, who you don't have to worry about who's going to pay these bills with, who you don't have to worry about leaving tomorrow or ghosting you and never calling you back again. You can enjoy sex with them. But if you're just giving it to any and everybody, that you enjoy sex with a lot of people, then um, I feel like that's devaluing women and um, making sex with women less valuable because you can't um, put standards on yourself. So that's what I feel about that. Hmm. You said nobody ever ghosts you. Hmm. You're welcome. If you have any bills paid and you sleeping with somebody and you don't have all your bills paid, yes, it's bad. Sheila, can we use hurting a guy's ego strategically? I don't about what? Just hurting a guy's ego. Um, I would say an invisible challenge. You know, something your ex did. Like, oh, if he asks, if he just must know what your ex did, if he must know, put that ex onto a level that he hasn't reached yet. Like, oh, what did your ex do? Oh, he was a professional football player. Oops, that's hard to live up to because that's lots of money and that's looks. So he gonna have to go harder, extra. Even if you didn't date one, just say you did. You don't hurt their ego. You give them an invisible challenge. Okay, Marcus, your birthday is this month. Oh, okay. Happy birthday, Marcus. Um, how to make him feel young, but not forget he's 20 years older than me. I have complimented him a lot. Now he thinks he's my age now. Okay, remind him by putting on some new music that he probably will hate and be like, "Oh my god, I love this song, don't you?" Make sure it's trap music. There you go. My Shira. Oh, Miss Shira, why my family members the worst supporters? Because you're not supposed to be sharing this information with them. You know what I mean? Um, Leveling up is a personal thing. You do it by yourself. You don't need your family to support you. This is a thing you do for yourself to free yourself. Okay. They don't want to see you do better than them. Okay. That's obvious. Most family won't want to see you outdo them because that means they did everything wrong. If you can just outdo them by putting on the makeup and a wig and have a nicer place than them, that would piss some people off. Okay. They don't work 18,000, hours to get what you can get by putting on a wig and some heels. That will piss people off. So don't share. Just just do it. Mhm. Um, Let me pull you. We've been what? Uh, my parents stay on that education ish. Okay. Well, that's because they want you to always have money and not have to depend on anybody. But if you get money and open up your own business, you'll still get the same results. Mhm. Right. Does your husband know how big of a YouTube star you are? Probably. I'm not really a big YouTube star, but I don't think he really cares. Mhm. If you want to level up, Marcus, you soliciting yourself in the comments, Marcus? Okay. Um, oh, I'm a big star to y'all. Thank you. My cat's on the table, y'all. If y'all see some shaking. Why is Meghan Markle being shamed for having a baby with her husband? I don't know. People gonna shame everybody. Welcome to the club, Megan. When I got pregnant, people said I was already pregnant before I married my husband, but it was exactly a year after we married that I even got pregnant. So they're always going to talk. It's because they want to be in that place. They want to be in that position. You know, that's why Michael Jackson made the song Billie Jean. It's it. When he said, okay, yeah, I love me some J. So they just wish they could have his baby. That's all it is. Right? She can have a baby whenever she wants to. She old. She's supposed to be trying to have a baby. I mean, she's older than me, right? Or she's my age or something. Okay, she need to be hurrying up and trying to have a baby. If she waits 5 years, she's gonna be 40 something. You know. So I don't see anything wrong with her having a child. Oh, she's 37? Okay. So how long is she supposed to wait? Till she's 38? She's 38? How long? Okay, so she's 38 now. So how long is she supposed to wait? Till she's 48? It's time to have a baby now. Dear. And I'm sure he wants kids and she wants kids. So who cares what other people think? They can shame them all they want. They can't shame that money. Shua is gonna have my baby. No, I'm not. Now us the right time for her to have a baby. Yep, now is the right time. Um, some people are just envious. That's right. So I bet their baby's gonna be. Let me see if I can predict what their baby's gonna look like. And I'm sure it's gonna have freckles. I know it's gonna have some freckles because she has freckles and he's redheaded. So, um, hmm you go crazy when I'm not on the weekends. Well, I need to take a rest, y'all. Come on, I can't be on here all the time. Um, are y'all are y'all arguing over race again? It don't matter. Like seriously. If you really want to have a baby. Jazz Nicole, thank you, girl. What do you think about a man that would rather hire a nanny than let you be a stay-at-home mom? Um, I think they just resent the fact that you get to stay home and they don't, and they have issues with women. That's what I think. I think deep down inside, they don't want you to have that freedom that they don't have. You know what I'm saying? So here's how you fix that. You go and be a nanny to somebody else's kids. Okay. Shira, what? Shut up, Marcus. That's what I do. I mean, he's trying to prove a point. You go prove a point. All right. Go raise somebody else's kid while somebody raise your kids and prove your point. And be like, oh, I have to call my nanny so I can go be the nanny to somebody else and see what he says. Sometimes you got to play the game right back. Be just as stupid as they are, because that's what it takes. You got to put the mirror up to them. I told you the games don't end when you get married; they just start, and you gotta play chess, not checkers. Oh, cat always on the table scratching. Like, why do you have to get on the table to do that? Ugh. Okay. Mm, is there a way to use your alchemy to get what you want, your love life? Yes. Be smarter. Play chess, not checkers. Cause and effect. Be the cause you want to see in your marriage. Yes. You know you love velvet. Velveeta. Okay. So, yeah. Shira, I hate that. You don't hate my cat. Shut up, Marcus. I want a nanny and be a stay-at-home mom. Good. Actually, I don't really need a nanny because my kids are grown, but um, I didn't really need a nanny. Mm, I like being a mom. You say you think he wants to have intercourse with a nanny? No, I just think he doesn't want you to stay home because he thinks you're going to be lazy if you do, or he's worried about you, you know, getting comfortable and not wanting to go back to work, or he can't really, just see you staying at home while he goes out to work because he's jealous. He doesn't know his role as a man. That's what I think. Has James ever made me cry? Tears of joy. Tears of joy. At my wedding, I cried. I sure did. I had a little tear shed. Um, what do you think are good topics to discuss on a first date? Um, Let him talk about himself, and you just keep asking him questions. He's the topic, not the James talk. Ah, sorry, Marcus. Um, you another person really can't make you cry. You have to feel certain things about the situation in order to cry. So, if you're with someone and they're always making you cry, it's because you're in the victim mentality. Okay. If you're in a relationship and someone tells you things and you cry, it's because you're taking things personally. It means you don't know who you are. You're letting people decide that for you. And when they hurt your feelings by telling you who you are, you get upset. You see how that doesn't make sense to crying when someone verbally abuses you? You were engaged and I called it off last night. He's a dusty. He got 2 young children and I have no kids. Thank you. You're welcome, girl. You didn't dodge the bullet. So, right, you have an engagement ring from your ex that was 10K. Should you show the new man and hurt his ego? No, that's just going to make him leave. Tammy, y'all working stuff backwards. Don't hurt his ego by showing him that 10K ring. All he's going to all he's going to do is think that you keep it for sentimental value and you still like that other dude. Okay, just sell it and buy something nice or put in your savings account. Okay, that's not going to help you. That's going to hurt you. Just say your ex was a football player. That will help you more likely than to show a ring. Okay. Um. mhm, Yep. That's just like him showing you a house that he bought for another woman. That's just gonna make you mad because he ain't offering you nothing close to that. Right? Um, but what I was saying is, whatever someone is telling you about yourself, if you take it seriously, that's your fault. Unless you're taking it as constructive criticism, don't take it at all. Unless you're changing it around to improve yourself with constructive criticism, then don't take any of it at all. It's like, okay, well, I think I'm this, and that. So, oh well. I don't care what you think. If you're weak, you value everybody else's opinion except your own. That's the difference. Um, and a lot of men like to verbally abuse women to make themselves feel better because they're not anywhere where they want to be in the world. They don't feel very powerful in the world, so they try to take it out on you if you let them. Um, it's their form of therapy. If you let it get to you, uh, then you don't know who you are. I just use the psychology. I would be like, well, whatever helps you sleep at night, dear, bring it on. I don't really care. Nothing you say I take seriously. So get it all out. Do your venting. Now go to sleep. I don't care. And once they see it doesn't affect you, they stop doing it. They'll really stop doing it because what they want is that effect when you start crying. If you don't give it to them, they'll quit. It's like, you feel better now? Just, okay, well, have a good night's sleep. Like it didn't phase you. So, the female sin, what? Sure. What's your blood type? The good kind. My blood type, my business. I could just imagine Marcus, the dusty being computer screen. Y'all so silly. Poor Marcus. Um, them being vulgar is a turn off. If a man is vulgar, you can be vulgar right back and ask them for some vulgar amount of money. You know, if they're vulgar, ask them for a vulgar amount of money. That's all you got to do. Mhm. I was talking. Oh, okay. Thanks to you, I'm leveling up and getting LASIK surgery. No more glasses for you. Good for you. I need to get LASIK surgery. I wear contacts. What are your thoughts on helping a man level up? Harriet, you already know my thoughts. Are you his mama? If you his mama, help him, girl. If he came out of you, give him all the help you can. Otherwise, adopt him, then help him. At least you can write him off on your taxes, child. Mhm, mhm, mhm. If you can't write him off on your taxes, you don't need to be helping him. Okay, that's it. If he is not a dependent upon your taxes, don't help him. How would you uplift a woman with low self-esteem? Teach her to love herself. Tell her to put herself first. Hmm. Thank you, girl. I gotta go in a few minutes, so. You are attending a conference of doctors don't know how to dress. Show some cleavage. Just a little bit, not too much. Wear something form fitting. Hmm. Show your figure off. Uh-huh. Why is cool water perfume a no-no? I wear that. Are you wearing it because it's a throwback to the 90s? Or are you still wearing it from the 90s? Because that might be why. Is it vintage or are you still wearing it because you never stopped? I don't know. The 90s are back, but I don't know about the perfume. And if you're not dressed in 90s attire and you're not young wearing 90s fashion as style, then don't wear that cologne or don't wear that perfume. Your sugar daddy told you not to buy him nothing for his birthday because you're poor. You were low key offended. Maybe a massage. Girl, don't give him nothing. Give him a card. Give him a birthday card, and that's it. Why do y'all want to buy these guys stuff? Give him a card. He said you're poor. Give him a card. Don't be offended. You broke. That's why he giving you money. Just laugh and give him a card. Mm. Um, because I wouldn't have been giving him nothing anyway. That's all he would have got from me, even if I had money, was a card. That's your sugar daddy, not your husband, not your boyfriend, your sugar daddy. That's it. You don't give him no gifts. You give him a card, and that's about it. That's about it. Maybe you could throw a $5 gift certificate in there or gift card in there from like Starbucks and keep it rolling. Mhm. Mhm. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I know, like, I like nice things. I like really nice things, okay? For special gifts, like birthday gifts and Christmas gifts and stuff. If someone that I know doesn't have a lot of money asks me what I want for Christmas, I'll name something super cheap because I don't want them going into their money that they don't have to buy me a gift. So for me, it's nice. It's a nice thing. You just took it the wrong way. If he's giving you money, the money he's giving you, you're going to spend on him to give him a gift. That makes 0 sense. Okay. So he's saying, please use the money I gave you on you, not on me. Most guys that have money have everything that they need and want. So just a card, something nice, write a nice thing in there. I don't know. But don't be offended. Men that have money have everything already. There's nothing you can buy them. Okay. Thank you. What if he's medium class and still spending? Then he's gonna want something major in return. So watch out. I gotta go, y'all, but thank y'all for watching. Bye.